sour on La'el Collins, this sour on La'el Collins. I just think this is an amazing story with some amazing angles to it as it relates to La'el Collins. The Dallas Cowboys, Mike Fisher, by the way, reporting for Frisco, home of the Cowboys, where Dallas has already this weekend salary dumped Amari Cooper. That one was not difficult to predict. We knew that was an item on the Cowboys' desk of things to do. What to do about Amari Cooper? Can you negotiate his salary down? By Saturday at noon, it was decided, no, I guess we can't. I guess they don't want to go there, so we'll go another route. 8 bidders, I'm told, on Amari Cooper, and away he goes, basically in exchange for a 5th-round pick, a salary dump. Now you're going to do the same thing with La'el Collins, with some big differences here. The Cowboys have granted permission to La'el Collins, the starting right tackle, and somebody that the Cowboys think is a blue chip talent, at least ownership does. They have granted permission to La'el Collins through his agent, Peter Schaffer, to seek a trade. Go get your own trade. A development that could result in a trade or, apparently, in La'el Collins being cut. We already knew that the Cowboys were taking trade calls on Collins, despite the thought from Jerry Jones himself that he's one of the most outstanding offensive linemen in the country, Jerry quote. La'el Collins is absolutely talented, that's beyond dispute. But his behavior, and some could say cap concerns, could mean that the once foundational piece at right tackle, who's just 28 years old, coming into his prime, one would think, might be about done in Dallas. The right tackle without Collins on the team, that's not an issue. That would be solid fill-in Terrence Steele, who has made a player out of himself. And it's worth noting, if you ask people inside the building about Terrence Steele, boy, he conducts himself like a professional. Not exactly what they say about La'el. Why not move La'el to left guard? That's been an idea. I don't know if La'el liked the idea. What about the money involved? One of the concepts in play here is that Dallas can save $10 million in cap room by making Collins a post-June 1st cut. Okay, but this isn't June 1st yet. What are we doing? What happens if you dump him now? A trade now, as we figure it, and I've had some people say there might be something you're missing about the suspension-related guarantee voids, but I can't figure, in my asking around, how that changes this year's money. A pre-June trade, according to my calculations, would be enormously costly. Dallas would save just $1 million and swallow $14 million of dead money to get rid of a good 28-year-old player. Short of Dallas getting a standout and affordable player or premium pick in return, I struggle how to figure out how that makes sense. Post-June trade, fine. But then you don't get if it's for a pick, you don't get to pick till 2023. That doesn't help you. It's more viable because at least then you'd save $10 million this year, dead money spread over 2 seasons, $5 million and $9 million. That's swallowable. But to give up a good player in his prime and eat $14 million doesn't make sense, except, as we have often discussed in this space, the Cowboys are acutely disappointed in La'el's general behavior. The complicated entanglements with the drug test, suspension, pee-taking person, and even being in the drug program at all. The weight problem, which did go away this year, but ruined his 2020 season. And then silly little things, like we've discussed before, like not paying his toll tag. Just stuff that by the age of 28, you need to start acting like an adult, somebody in the building might argue. And maybe the P-cup thing was the last straw of sorts. But you're still talking about dumping a blue chip talent in the prime of his career in a way, unlike Amari Cooper, where it saves you money, where it's going to cost you money. Protector and close pal of Dak? Shown the door? If so, it speaks to the deep decline in the organization's belief in Lyle Collins. Fish out.